This is the Asher Racing McLaren Artura Pro, made in collaboration with McLaren and based off the real-world Artura GT4 race car. This wheel is designed for the high-end sim racer with high-end needs and a bank account to match. Sent over to me by Asher Racing for review, the Artura Pro, the unit I have here, is a step down from the Artura Ultimate, the wheel I reviewed only a few weeks ago, which differs primarily in the sense that it comes with a screen. This one looks very similar, but just like the real-world car, it does not come with a telemetry display on the wheel itself, as such making it an even more realistic replica. And although it is only a replica though, this rim uses identical components to the real thing, also maintaining the same size, shape, feel, and layout. And of course, talking about that, as you would imagine, the ergonomics here are second to none. The thick rubber grips keep your hands comfortably tight on the wheel, all the paddle shifters are at comfortable reach, with the only exception maybe being the clutch paddles, which are further out, and all the buttons, thumb encoders, and switches are at close reach. And talking about those, there are a ton, including 14 RGB backlit buttons, 4 thumb encoders, 2 multifunctional 7-way joysticks, and 2 12-position rotary switches. All of those, as you would expect, feel exceptionally well with a firm push action on the buttons and ample resistance on the thumb encoders. I'm also particularly a fan of the 2 12-position rotary switches, which have a very satisfying click. It's also important to note that an optional knob kit can be purchased separately for more customization of this wheel, and if you do want to customize it more without needing to spend more, well, you can do that thanks to the large included sticker sheet and laser etched button caps to replace the ones currently installed. These do take a little bit of time to install, but it's great to have this option available. Now, finishing off with the front of the wheel, you'll notice the pristine metallic faceplate which glistens under light, as well as a metallic casing of the entire wheel. Now, regarding what I don't like here, I'm surprised there aren't any RGB shift lights, something that's included in even the most entry-level wheels. I also wish that they just left the McLaren logo on the faceplate of the wheel and took away the Asher Racing logo, which is already boldly displayed on the top of the wheel. And finally, I wish they used a different type of rubber material on the handles, as the current one is an absolute magnet for dust and debris, which easily gets stuck on there. But anyways, moving on to the back of the rim, you'll immediately notice the quick release and paddle shifters. As for the quick release, here I'm using the optional adapter for Aztec wheelbases, but the great news is that this wheel can be used with several other wheelbases from the likes of Fanatec, SimiCube, and many more. All you need to make sure of is that you have the appropriate QR system and connect it via USB. On that note, this wheel comes with a USB cable and extender which would plug into the back, or it can also be used wirelessly with SimiCube wheelbases. As many have said before, the Aztec quick release system I'm using here is flawless, with an easy mechanism to disconnect and attach the wheel, and no real flex or movement when in game. Of course, we should go over the paddle module, and here Asher Racing has fitted the clutch, shifter, and mappable paddles, all of which have a nice look and feel. The 2 on the top are magnetic with a firm snap force on release, and are also now silenced for a more discreet operation. Overall, I have zero complaints about these, except that maybe it would have been nice for them to be slightly adjustable, but that's really just me nitpicking. The clutch paddles underneath sit far away from the rim, which I don't like, but are individually adjustable and have a long travel, giving them ample functionality. And now, taking this wheel out on track, I genuinely have nothing to complain about. At the end of the day, it is a very solidly built wheel with exceptionally high quality, giving me absolutely no flex or unwanted movement on track. With my La Prima wheelbase also giving me ample detail and force, I was able to vividly feel everything through my hands and comfortably be one with the wheel throughout hours of racing. backlit buttons were of course also a very nice touch, and those could even have their color completely changed using SimHub. And now, as I've said before, the ergonomics are also very nicely done, giving me everything in my fingertips when needed. So yeah, overall there really is nothing to complain about regarding the on-track performance of this rim, and that's really what I would expect at its €1,130 starting price point. So overall, the Asher Racing McLaren Artura Pro is an outstanding wheel for serious sim racers who demand high performance and authenticity. Its meticulous design, premium materials, and ergonomic excellence make it a standout choice. Despite minor drawbacks like the lack of RGB shift lights and the dust-prone rubber grips, its exceptional build quality and immersive on-track experience easily outweigh those issues. So, for those willing to invest in top-tier equipment, the Artura Pro delivers a highly realistic and satisfying racing experience, living up to its high-end reputation and of course its price point. Now keep in mind that 5% off any Asher Racing product is available using the checkout code OCRacing, and many other discount codes for other sim racing companies are also available in the video description. Anyways, with all of that said though, this has been my review on the brand new McLaren Artura Pro. Let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments, and as always, thank you all for watching, stay safe, and have a fantastic rest of your day.